There's an endless story. There's a man I chose. There's my territory and all the things I...
Okay, so let's say you really like Shakira's hit song, Underneath Your Clothes. Do you like it enough to want it on your cell phone? After the 7:30 news today, our trends guy, Alan Neal, is going to take a look at the trends in ringtones, and you may be surprised to find out what people want how they want those ringtones personalized. Alan spoke with Andy Clark of England's Ringtone Net.
I had an email, I think it was from Canada actually, from a guy that wanted a certain bird call on his handset as a ringtone.
Ah, boy, there's Canada for you. We get all the exciting ones.
and I said to him, I don't think we can do that. But then, of course, we can do it, but it's just a case of how we would interpret that bird sounding and then converting it into a tone. So I think maybe that's another market we could get into. Eminem is excellent because he's always got a good melody at the beginning, or at least in the chorus. He's definitely the best ringtone artist.
Okay, you may have heard Eminem described as a lot of things, but maybe not the best ringtone artist ever. Luckily, we're going to find out what the heck that means. Our trends guy, Alan Neal, is on call. Good morning.
Good morning, Jane. Now, I knew when you came into the station, Jane, this is a woman who loved Eminem. I could just tell, right? Am I right? DJ Jane Hottie, I know you're dying to read the weather like 102.5 kilopascals, shaking up the rascals. Very good. She's bopping along here, folks. So, and Jane, I know, therefore, probably not only do you want us to play the entire Shady's Back song for you, you probably want your cell phone to ring like this. Isn't that just great? Isn't that what you always wanted?
Well, I've got my cell phone in my hand ready to hand to you, but I'm thinking about just holding on to it myself. So what are we listening to here? This
is just one of about a zillion ringtones of pop hits that can be downloaded to your mobile, Jane. So that Eminem tune that you want here would be on your phone. I mean, why just have your phone ring when it can play a top 40 tune, I ask you? Sites like ringtone.net, where I found your Eminem tune for you.
Oh, and who do I have to thank for that?
That would be British phone maestro Andy Clark, who's no relation to the Andy Clark who's executive producer of this station, I should mention. He started composing with ringtones as a hobby back in the late 90s, and then he realized there was this hunger out there from people who wanted desperately to have their phones ring pop tunes or TV show tunes. So he quit his day job and now just runs ringtone.net.
So this is now his career, and you have to try and figure out how to adapt these pop tunes into cell phone ringers? I mean, that can't be easy.
This is not an easy art form, Jane. It's a struggle to make the ringtones sound right when you're using basically monophonic, one note at a time medium. But he does say he at least has natural talent on his side.
Because when I was a child, I learnt the piano. I used to sit there and listen to a tune on the TV and play it. And my mother said, "Oh, that's really bad. You know, you should be reading music, and you shouldn't be playing by ear." And my music teacher actually stopped her and said, "Never ever stop him playing by ear. It's a gift." It's quite ironic now because the gift that my mother tried to stop me doing is actually now my livelihood.
And it's not a bad livelihood. At anywhere from $1.50 to about $13 a ringtone to download. You think about it, if you even just get 500,000 people downloading one ringtone, you do the math. Thought I'd let you hear. So we're talking about the tune, the Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
This one.
Right, okay, so this is what it would sound like on your phone. Is this something you're wanting?
It's the sound of me throwing my cell phone against the wall. Now, I guess it takes a certain personality to want one of those.
Yeah, you know, and it's not like people wouldn't notice you.
Well, there you go.
When it goes off, they'd probably, I think they'd recognize that one at least. I would love to hear from listeners about what they think of our sonic future with ringtones and mobile phones. Is this something you want to see happening? What do you think it means for the future? Call in with your ideas. 562-8666, or you can email us at ottawamorning@cbc.ca.
Thank you, Alan.
Thanks, Jane.